Okay, class, you get the same tools you got. I got an eraser, a blending stump, an ebony pencil, and the newsprint kind of style manila paper to do sketches on. Probably by now you've already heard me say use the eraser not as a crutch or as a tool. And here's my explanation of that. If you make a line and you erase it, and then you make the same line over again, and you erase it, and then you go to make a line and it's the same line over again. Okay, you haven't learned anything. You just learn you're doing the same thing over and over again. That's using the eraser as a crutch. You're not building upon the lines that you're making. You're erasing the same thing over and over again, giving you this perpetual same spot that you're working on. You're not progressing, you're degressing. An eraser should be used not as a crutch like that, like I explained here. It should be used as a tool. Well, Mr. Roate, how is it used as a tool? We always erase our lines. We erase our wrong answers in other classes. But art is different. Art is the exploration of the potential of a right answer. Every answer has potential to be a correct answer. Now, how great of an answer it is a whole other question. So, if I'm going to use an art eraser as a tool, I can use it to show highlights. That's basically what I want to use it for. So you can see here, I'm doing little circles like I told you for the shading, and I'm laying that down. And I'm going to blend, move some stuff around, okay. So you can see I'm blending with the blending stump, and we're moving the pencil lead around, smoothing it out. Now I can use my eraser, and I can start dabbing with it and taking away pencil lead so that I can use it more as a tool and not so much as a crutch. So those of you that are seeing kind of what I'm doing here, I'm taking away the lead, so I got midtones and highlights. I'm not erasing all the lead in certain spots. I'm letting it be gray so that you can kind of see that I'm drawing like an eyeball, using this as a tool, not as a crutch. So that's what I mean by using an eraser as a tool and not as a crutch. Okay, you can dab it and you can get some texture with it. You can use it to draw lines, go back and forth, use the edge of it. You can erase large areas. If you want to put this area down and kind of make it a little bit lighter, just how I'm doing here. Okay, so that's what I mean by using it as a tool. Now when it comes to the drawing, because you're going to do the value sheets, you're going to do the different values of cross-hatching, you're going to do the different values of stippling and so forth. How do I put that? And then you're going to use basic shapes like you did in the sketchbooks when you were younger. How am I going to place that into what I'm doing? You want to crawl. You don't want to hit the ground running. You want to crawl with whatever you want to do. You want to crawl. Now, I always warm up. You might see me when I draw. I'm moving my whole arm, and I kind of stretch it out. This is kind of stretching out my arm so that I'm getting ready to draw, whether I'm snapping my lines or I'm just drawing straight lines here and there. Just like you do in sports, you stretch out. So I'm going to start drawing what I normally draw. It's like a face. Okay. So here I'm going for the side of the face. And I start kind of mapping out what I'm going to do. The eyes should be in about the center. This is about center of this oval here. There's my nose, so my chin. Okay. Oh, I messed up. There we go. So I can start just putting my sketch lines in there. Notice they're not very heavy. They're very light. We want to keep them light, and we can start building. So normally I like to start with the brow a little bit and start building. And I'm just dragging my pencil onto the paper. I don't have a photo resource on this, so I'm just following my guidelines on where I know stuff is, because the eye is a measuring tool and so forth. Let's give this guy some bushy eyebrows like Mr. Roate has. You don't get this way overnight, you get it with practice. Cheekbone's going to be right about here. This is where the mouth is. The mouth should line up right here with the eye. This is the chin. Go back. This is where the jawline is. Ears are normally angled, so I'm going to put an ear here. Okay. Let's make this a guy. Let's give him a hairline. This should point right to where the eyebrow is. Give him a little bit of sideburns. The neck should be angled forward slightly. Alright, so now I have drawn basically my sketch out of what a human is. I'm going to put my catch light in there, and I'm going to just start drawing and darkening up lines. Okay. We'll go with a gestural drawing. So gestural drawing is just scribbles. So I'm just going to start scribbling and putting some shadow and shade. My scribbles can follow the form of where it is, because it's going to be kind of round. So I'm following the form. Alright. There's kind of a bridge of the nose there. I'll follow the form there. Underneath here is normally really dark. Underneath the nose is really dark. I'm going to leave some light here and just kind of scribble. Put some shadow here where the cheekbone is. And I'm just going to build. Where I need it darker, I'll make it darker. There's the bell. Okay? Where I need it lighter, I can take away by using the eraser. I want to darken the eyelid too as well, because I want to show shadow. We show shadow, we show depth and form. Don't try to work in one area, move around so that one area doesn't look more intense than the other. They all look equal. Otherwise you might do a really good job on the face, and it might not be as equal as a good job around the hair. This way, if we move around the piece, everything will be equal, everything will even out.